So you want to get into the trades, but you don't know how. I'll be explaining to you guys how to get into the trades. First way to get into the trades, and the one that I personally took, is trade school. What is trade school? Trade school is a school just like any other, but you learn the program that you want. Whether it's becoming an electrician, becoming a plumber, carpenter, bricklayer, whatever. You learn it in trade school. And at the end of it, you get your certification. The pros of trade school are, number one, you learn the basics. You get familiar with the tools, you learn how to read a tape measure, you get familiar with the work so that when you do hit your first day of work and it's your first time on site, you're not completely clueless and you know what's going on. When you finish trade school, you are certified, which opens many doors in construction, especially for a job. Reason being, bigger sites require people who are certified. All the sites that you guys see that are big and they're doing big projects, you need to be certified to be on that site. It is amazing to be certified and I highly recommend it. That's really what is trade school. So that's really the summary of trade school. You get to learn the basics, get familiar with the work, you get your certification, and by the way, at trade school, they have events sometimes, little barbecues where you actually get to meet companies and get the opportunity to possibly get a job before you graduate. Now that you understand trade school, what is the level of education required to enter trade school? Now, most programs in trade school require Sec 4 level of education to be admitted, but if you do not have that, do not worry. There are exams that you can take which can substitute whether you're missing your Sec 4 math, your Sec 4 French, whatever it may be. I'll just give you an example. To go into carpentry, right? I had to take an exam called TDG. The exam was extremely easy to book and it was extremely easy to pass, so it wasn't even a problem. So I passed that exam, which made up for not having my Sec 4 math and helped me get admitted right away. So even if you don't, let's say you're stuck in Sec 3 or something, it's okay. There's ways to get out of it, don't worry. In trade school, there are different speeds that you can take so that you can start working. The first one being full-time. Your classes are from 7:30 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon. It's a full day and you show up from Monday to Friday. Now, and honestly, to be fair, you do get quite a bit of days off. When you have your exams, you get a day off the next day. And don't forget, when you're studying full-time, every hour that you do spend at the school is given to you on your file because you have an apprenticeship to complete. And each level of apprenticeship is only accessible through the amount of hours that are in your file. So now, accelerated is going to be shortened. So you'll be able to work and study at the same time. If you need money, like if you have bills already and you need money, but you still want to study, it's an amazing way because you're learning and you're earning income at the same time. So they'll be able to give you a certification to be able to go work by the time that you graduate. Now, the last way, which is the least recommended way, is bassin. What is a bassin? It's basically, it opens here and there, and it mostly opens when workers are needed heavily. What it is that a company will, a licensed, let's say, carpentry company, will guarantee you hours to work at their company, even though you are not licensed, and they'll be able to take those hours and put it onto your documents. And once you reach a certain amount of hours, you can unlock your first level apprenticeship, which makes you a licensed carpenter. The only downside is they have to be open, which no one really knows when they open. People just know that they're open or they're closed. And second of all, I would really only recommend this if you find a trusted job that's really going to teach you, because more chances than likely you're just there to clean up and do some demo work. You're not actually there to do any carpentry. So if you find a trusted job, is the only time I'd recommend it. Now, how to sign up for trade school is pretty easy. All you have to do is find a trade school, just type it into Google, and then it'll redirect you to the admissions page where you can admit for the program. And so in Montreal, it's called Admission FP. And on that, you can pick your school, program, submit your documents, and if ever there's an issue with your documents, they'll just give you a call, and that's about it. Now, please keep in mind, programs are not open all the time, and programs do get filled up. A trade school can only hold as many carpenters as it has classes. So it is not always available. Sometimes you might have to wait a couple months, but that's why you have to do it as fast as possible and do not delay anything. Apply as the day the program is available to apply for, apply to it. And a little bonus tip for you guys, send a little email to the school or give them a call and say, hey, you know, I'm really motivated, I really want to get into the trades, and they'll be able to help you out. So it's a little tip for you guys. Working with no certification or going to trade school. Now, at the exception of, I'll give you guys an example, electricians, it's going to be very hard to become an electrician without going to trade school or doing any bassin or something like this. So the way to get a job in construction without any experience is as simple as calling companies like kitchen renovation companies or flooring companies and telling them that you're looking for a job. It is as simple as that. Now, when you do get a job, please remember that you are not experienced. So do not be shocked when you're put on the crappier tasks, which are cleaning, demolition, this stuff. And it's not to say that the guy who got out of trade school is not gonna have to go through that. He's gonna go through that too. Matter of fact, I'm still going through it as we speak. But his is gonna be a lot shorter and he's gonna be able to take on different tasks while he's in that process. You are gonna probably be on that full time for a long time until they start trusting you with different things. But nevertheless, it is still a way to get into construction. And another thing about no experience is that you're going to be working in smaller companies, mostly indoors, because the smaller companies, for the most part, do not need certification when it comes to painting, drywall, ripping out the floors. Most people that work in those things don't have their CCQ, as we say it in Montreal. So you won't be on the big sites, but you will be working in renovations, which is amazing. And when you get enough experience for that, you can absolutely go and become a foreman and handle those sites and stuff like that. So it's not that it doesn't open doors. It'll definitely be harder in the beginning, but it is still a completely good option. And if you can find a good company, then sure, why not? If you have no intention of going on to bigger sites and your intention is to just, for example, do kitchen renovations forever, then yeah, why not? It can be an option. Truth is, in Montreal, it is so accessible for any and every situation to be able to get the certifications. But if you just want to be a painter, or you just want to be a renovations guy, or you just want to be maybe the drywall guy, you don't need it. You don't need it, right? So actually, let's add that. But if you love painting and you want to go do painting, which is an amazing career and makes amazing money, by the way, go do it, you know? Just go work right away. Just go call up painting companies and say, hey, I'm looking to be a painter for you guys, and boom. It's as simple as that. So yeah, not all things needed, right? Drywalling, painting, you don't need to go to trade school. You can start working tomorrow morning for a good salary, which will keep increasing. And by the way, you can scale it to an amazing business. Overall, listen, construction is an amazing career where you can build financial independence, where you can build a respectable craft, where you can be in an industry that will never fade away. This is an industry that is always in demand. Whether the economy is not good or whatever it may be, construction workers will always be needed. Construction workers will always be there. There will always be there will always be a new building to be built. There will always be a new kitchen to remodel, and so on and so on and so on. It is such a good career. I really hope you guys enjoy it. And all respect to my guys who are going into the trades, because sometimes it's not an easy decision and sometimes people are bashing you for it, but trust me, that won't last long. And I want to give you guys a little message before going into the trades. It is not easy. It is not going to be easy. It is a very steep learning curve to get into construction. Construction has a very steep learning curve and is extremely difficult at the beginning, but trust me, it's all worth it. Keep going at it. Some days you might doubt your career. Some days you might not want to be there. Keep going. Stick through it. Stick through the hard days. Stick through the early mornings. Stick through the boss giving you shit, whatever it may be. Just stick through it. Have patience. Money will come. Your skills will come. Your comfortability will come. Don't rush it. Have patience. Work hard. It will all come to you. I wish you guys an amazing path to trade school, no experience, whatever you guys end up doing. I wish you guys an amazing journey, an amazing apprenticeship, and I really hope you guys enjoy this career. As for me, I'm still an apprentice, so I still gotta keep going. But yeah, go out there, go work hard, go get things done. You guys got it. You guys are all capable. You guys got it. You're all capable. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys have any more questions, leave it in the comments. And this is my first video, so it will definitely not be the best, but further on I'll be touching more topics and the videos will get better. Thank you guys so much.